Hello and welcome. You're watching Market Meter on Money9. I'm Sakshi Batra, and on this show, we get you an update of how the markets have been trading in the first half of the trading session, and also to help you understand how should you really read the markets and its momentum going forward from here, which are the sectors that you should keep your focus on, and how to select stocks going forward from here. And joining in to help us understand the entire market scenario currently is a very special guest joining in, Mr. Rahul Sharma from Equity99 joins in. Mr. Sharma, good afternoon, and thank you very much for joining in. Help us understand how are you reading the market texture currently. There are still bouts of volatile moves that we are seeing on an everyday basis, but how are you reading the current scenario?
Hi Sakshi, thank you for inviting me for the show. See, markets have been really volatile from last two sessions, and today also because there was unplanned event today by the RBI. The whole market was worry that if at all there is any negative announcement from RBI that may drag down the market. But eventually, all seems good as far as now. And I think health sector will improve from this point of time, as well as small financing banks, as said by RBI governor. See, right now Nifty at current stage has come up, although by around 68 points. But the crucial support level for Nifty will stay at around 14,480 levels of the downside. And I think if at all we see the market going below that, then I think 14,300 will be the levels for the support for the market. And speaking about Bank Nifty, again, 32,750 will act as a hurdle on the upside. And on the low side, I guess 32,200 and 31,900 will remain as a support point for Bank Nifty.
Okay, understood the strategies that you've said for all the investors to follow on the Nifty index and on Bank Nifty. But you did make a very important point, and that is about the RBI governor's sudden unscheduled speech that he has given. A lot of points were given out with respect to the emergency lending to the healthcare space, also for the microfinance institutions, since they have been asking for some relief measures amid the second wave and the kind of lockdowns that we are seeing. So, which are the sectors that you are likely to see the benefit of all of this flowing into for the next couple of months, and how should investors position their money now?
See, Sakshi, I have a very strong feel because it is already going in a favorable situation as defensive side of the market is really shining along with the metals. So, and also with the announcement which has been made for healthcare sector and for pharmaceutical sector, I believe for next 6 to 8 months, pharmaceuticals and metals will be running along with some small financing banks, as well as some broking stocks which are doing really good, as they are posting good numbers, and expectation out of them are really on the upside. So I believe metals, pharma, IT in some part of time, because it has been now trading in a time-wise consolidation. So I believe that pharma and some financial stocks, some pharmaceutical stocks will do really great in coming time.
Okay, I also wanted to take your view on the FMCG space. Now, we've seen a whole lot of companies come out with their earnings here. How have you been able to read the kind of commentaries on volume growth and the outlook, amid the second wave? What have you seen here, and is there an opportunity that investors can look for here?
Yes, actually, definitely. See, FMCG has been like in focus, and stocks like HUL and Marico, and these stocks are doing really good. And I believe that in longer horizon, if at all somebody is taking this stock, will definitely benefit for them. Brands like Dabur, Britannia, although ITC is somehow like it has been consolidating from a very long time, and it has been like not performing as per the market trend is. But definitely on a longer horizon, if you'll ask me, these counters like ITC, HUL, even Marico, these are the counters which looks really great to me for longer horizon.
Okay, let's now come to your stock recommendations also, Rahul. Which are the sectors that you're looking at currently, and where are the investment opportunities getting created so that you can help all our Money9 viewers also to help select and jot down some particular stocks where they can keep their focus on as well?
Yes, definitely, Sakshi. See, I have like pinned down some stocks from pharmaceutical as well as from broking, and that's basically financial services. First stock for my first selection is Granules India. See, Granules India, I've actually recommended earlier also, and I'm recommended it again. as I feel that although this Granules India is having primarily engaged business of manufacturing and selling of APIs, and mostly they are like global leaders for ibuprofen and paracetamol. And in this COVID situation, you also know, we all know that if at all anybody who is suffering from slight chances of COVID, also they also take paracetamols as a whole.
Sure.
So
Right.
paracetamols and ibuprofens are quite selling out in market, and so I believe that Granules India will really be getting benefit out of it. Company has reduced its debts and have delivered good profit growth of around 28.22% CAGR from last over 5 years. Company's median sales growth is also up by around 17% in last 10 years. And technically also it is looking very good weekly and daily charts. If you see, that has been trading in a consolidation phase. As soon as it gets a crossover of this consolidation, the momentum will really surely give upside moves. So I've set targets for Granules India around 450 rupees. One, if at all
Okay.
somebody is taking position at the current point of time, then the stop loss will be placed at 310.
All right. So Granules India is something that people can look out for the next 6 to 12 months period, and there is strong upside that can be seen on the back of the COVID-related, diseases that are happening, and the consumption of ibuprofen and paracetamols, and that's going to help Granules India really inch up higher right now. Which are the other stocks that you picked up, Rahul?
Second selection is also from the pharmaceutical sector, and it's a very renowned name. The name is Sun Pharma. See,
Yeah.
this Sun Pharma is completely a renowned name and has been
Yeah.
in business from a very long time. It is into developing and marketing a wide range of branded and generic formulations as well as APIs. Recently, MSD, which is Mark Short Dome, which is a USA identity. So they have done an agreement which will give boost to Sun Pharma and companies like Cipla, Dr. Reddy, Hetero Labs, MCure Pharma. For they have basically signed the agreement to manufacture and supply of antiviral drug for COVID-19, and for because of this reason, Sun Pharma will have like really good numbers in coming quarters. Company has been continuously working on reducing debts, and almost it's almost like a debt-free company now, and maintaining great like healthy dividend payout. And I think we are expecting very good results from this year as well. So targets for Sun Pharma will be 800 rupees, and stop loss will be at 580 in coming 6 to 8 months.
Okay, so Sun Pharma again, large cap pharma name that can inch up higher. 800 rupees is the target. Rahul is really keeping it for the next 6 to 12 months. So that's something that you can definitely keep an eye out on in case you're looking out for opportunities from the pharma pack. And your last recommendation, which sector have you picked that up from?
Sakshi, my last recommendation will be from like financial services. This the company is a very renowned name of this financial industry, having great market capital here, market share. Then the company name is Motilal Oswal. See, this is like this company is working in each segment of financial services and having market capital of around 9,500 crores. So, company is expected to deliver good quarter numbers. Company has delivered good profit growth around 50.77% CAGR over last 5 years. Has been
Yeah.
maintaining good dividend payout, so long-term players can really enter into it. Historical great earning growth for this year is expected. Highest ever annual and revenue profits have been come up. Highest ever net worth and balance sheet size crossing around 100 billion mark, and highest ever new client acquisition. So technically also it is looking very good. Since December it has been trading in a range which we are expecting getting a breakout soon. The targets for Motilal Oswal is 900 rupees, and stop loss is placed at 560 to 565.
Thank you very much, Rahul, for sharing your stock recommendations with all our viewers and also helping us understand which way is the market really headed from here on as well. Let's move on to see how the markets are trading at this point in time. Now, if you see, the volatility has been persistent. There has been a choppy session that we've been seeing from the early opening trade, but 0.5% kind of gains the markets are holding on to. They're not giving up those kind of levels. So 48,478 for the Sensex. The Nifty is also still maintaining maintaining above the 14,500 mark as well, with gains of almost 70 odd points right now. The Nifty bank is up higher at 0.9%, so slight upticks being seen at halftime right now. Also, when you talk about the mid cap and the small cap indices, they are up about 0.5% in trade, although slightly above the benchmark indices at this point in time as far as the small cap index is concerned, because this has been consistently performing better as well. Now, in terms of the sectors right now, you can clearly see that most of the sectors are maintaining themselves in the green, but it's the realty and the FMCG sector that have slightly slipped below the flat line right now, 0.2% of a decline for both these indices at the moment. But what's inching up higher is still the PSU banking pack. You can clearly see 1.5% uptick for this one. The pharma space is really inching up higher. And Rahul has also recommended that this theme is likely to stay put after the RBI's comments on the emergency lending approval to all the banks for healthcare services. That's something that has really pushed the momentum higher and sentiment, lifted the sentiments in the pharma index at over 3% of gains. You can clearly see over there as well. But apart from this, 0.5% gains for autos, financial services, IT also inching up higher at almost 1% uptick, with private banks also following suit as well. The metal index just holding with up with 0.2% of gains after having a sharp run up in the previous two or three trading sessions as well. Let's look at the Nifty 50 laggers and also the gainers at this point in time. In the gainers pack, Sun Pharma clearly topping the charts, 4.5% uptick, and there is going to be further momentum. Just like how Rahul also pointed out, he really likes this stock and he's given a target of almost 800 rupees for the next 6 months. There is an expectation of good results to back up the earnings momentum and the stock sentiment as well. UPL continues to gain with 3.5% uptick. Bharti Airtel is also inching up higher with 2% gains. Wipro from the IT pack back in the gainer sphere, and Dr. Reddy's from the pharmaceutical space inching up higher with 2% gains. From the laggards or the loser space, you'll clearly see some of the names coming in from the finance space, like Bajaj Finance down 2.5%. Metal space just inching lower, with some of the counters now slipping into the red. Tata Steel down 0.6% right now. L&T from the infra pack is not doing well right now. From the FMCG pack, it's HUL that's not really performing, and Adani Ports is now down 3.5% as well. But overall, the market momentum still remains strong. The breadth is also divided towards and in favor of the gains at this point in time. 2 hours to go, and we'll just have to see how much more the momentum really picks up, because it is clearly the last 1 hour factor that is very crucial in this kind of volatile momentum that we've been witnessing for days now in the market so far. We'll keep you posted with all the updates on markets and the personal finance front, so stay logged on to money9.com.